So there's something interesting happening right now. Science is starting to brush up against ideas that spiritual traditions have talked about for thousands of years, not proving them, but questioning the same things. One of those questions is about consciousness. Some researchers are starting to wonder whether consciousness is produced by the brain or whether the brain is more like a receiver. Not fact, and it's not settled, it's just an honest question. Here's what is established. Humans perceive a tiny fraction of reality. We only see a very small percentage of the electromagnetic spectrum. What we call reality is less than 1% of what's actually there. It's the light spectrum. So what we experience isn't the full picture, it's a filtered one. And philosophically, that leads to an interesting idea. What if consciousness is more like a universal field and being human is like putting on an interface, kind of like a headset? The interface narrows infinite possibility into something much more manageable. Sight, sound, touch, identity, and time. Just like when you use a computer, you don't see the code, the electricity, the math underneath it. You just interact with the screen. Not because the deep layers aren't real, but because you couldn't function if you had to process all of it at once. Ancient cultures talked about things like the third eye or extra perception, higher dimensions, not as science, but as symbolic language for expanded awareness. Whether those things or ideas are literal or metaphorical isn't the point. The point is this: we already know we experience reality through a very narrow lens. And if that's true, then humility matters, and so does curiosity. And so does how you treat other people, because whatever this is, we're all experiencing it through different interfaces, different filters, different nervous systems. You don't need to believe anything mystical to let this change how you live. Just this: you're not seeing everything, and neither is everyone else. And maybe that's the reminder to slow down, stay curious, and stop pretending we have the full picture and we already know everything.